Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to look at the difference between I do and I am doing. So these are two different verbs, two different verb forms in English. And what we call them the simple and the continuous. I do is the simple, the present simple. And I am doing is the continuous, the present continuous. So they both used to talk about the present, but they're a little bit different. So let's look at how they are different. So in the last video, we looked at Gary, and this is Gary. And we said Gary likes his routine. So we're reading this part. Gary likes his routine. He does the same thing every day and every week. So he likes and he does. He gets up every day at 7 o'clock. He always eats fruit for breakfast and always drinks coffee. So again, he has habits, he has a routine. He does the same thing all the time. He washes his car every Friday. Every Friday, same thing. Every Sunday, he visits his parents. But, like everybody, Gary is bored with his routine. So, we all get bored sometimes. When we're doing the same things. Gary wants a change. He wants to change. So he's tired of doing the same things every day, every week, every Friday, every Sunday. Now, he is riding a horse. So we're going to see what Gary is doing now to change his routine. Here, he is surfing. He's on the sea surfing. Now, he is driving a fast car. Now, he is eating chocolate cake for breakfast. So if we go back to what Gary usually does, or always, he always eats fruit for breakfast. But now, today, to change, he is eating chocolate cake. So let's look at the difference. Every day he eats fruit. Now he is eating fruit. Can you see the difference? When we talk about every day, do we have an ing? Do we have an ing? No, we have no ing. We only have an s. Why do we have the s? We have the s on the verb because it's he, it's Gary. Remember, we have the same for she. He eats. Now he is eating. This is the continuous we use for right now, this second. So let's do some practice. Well, just very quickly, to look at he eats. We use he eats, or I go, or we do, the simple form of the verb, with all of these words. Sometimes, never, often, always, every day, usually. He is eating, we use for now, or at the moment. At the moment is at this second. So we're just going to finish these sentences with every day or now. We have to say, is it every day or now? For example. So let's look at the picture. Michael plays sports. We have to finish it with every day or now. Michael is playing football. Again, we have to use one of these two. So let's look at the first one here. Michael plays sports every day. Because it's plays. Plays tells us it's every day. Michael is playing football now. So every day we put in red. and now in green. So remember, when we use now, we have to use the ing and the is. Don't forget the is too. So again, the same thing. Every day or now. This is Sheila. Sheila is brushing her hair. Every day or now. We use is brushing, so it has to be now. Exactly. Sheila brushes. So we have brushes here. If we have the simple, we have to say every day. Let's move on. So the radio. First one here. I am listening to the radio. So again, we have am listening. Now. Has to be now when we have the ing. I listen to the radio every day. Let's talk about we. Again, is it now or every day? We work from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock every day. We are working. Is it now or every day? When we have the ing, it is now. And Paula. There's Paula. So Paula is cooking. Let's say pasta. Paula's cooking pasta now. And Paula cooks pasta every day. So now we have to change the verb. We have now, or we have every day or every week. We have to use the correct form of the verb. So again, we're looking at simple and continuous. The simple has no ing. That's every day. Continuous has ing, and we talk about now at the moment. So let's finish. Gary. So what can we see here? We have every Friday. It's the same as every day. We have to use the simple. So what's the verb? Gary washes. Don't forget the es because it's Gary. Gary washes. Next one. So we're talking about now. When we have now, we need the ing and the is. He is riding a horse. So this one, every Sunday. Every Sunday. Can we use the ing with every? No. So what verb do we use? Do you remember? Begins with a V. Every Sunday he visits. Again, don't forget the S because we have he. Now. Again, so anytime we have now, we need the continuous. The continuous we have is and we have ing. So how do we make the ing here? Driving. He is driving. Again, we have now. Now tells us we need, what do we need for now? We need an is and we need eating. We need the ing when we talk about now. And Paula. What can we say about Paula? Paula, now, we need the is and we need ing, cooking. Now we have every day. And it's I. So with I, we have no S at the end of the verb. We just have the simple verb. Every day I listen. Remember when we spell listen, the T is silent. We write it, we don't say it. Listen. Every day. Again, every day, so no ing. but because it's Sheila, it's she. We need the S. So what is the verb? Every day Sheila brushes. Remember, after SH, we need ES, not just S. Okay, so for practice, you can write two things. Answer two questions. One, what are you doing now? Remember, now. And the ing, what are you doing now? Number two, what do you do every day? Every day, no ing, simple form of the verb. For example, now I am talking into the microphone, I am working on the computer, and I'm making a video. Every day, I work, I cook, I sleep, and I exercise. So, that's now and every day. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.